Zero Mile is a Terminus Media production. If you would like to know more about Terminus Media, please head on over to terminusmedia.com. Now, on with your show.
Hi, welcome to Zero Mile, your final stop in Atlanta's geek culture. I'm your host, Kelly McDaniel, and these are my co-hosts.
I'm Good Fielding.
And I'm Chris Cowan.
And we are bringing you the stories of the week for TV. So let's see what
Has pulled into the station.
What has the train pulled into the station?
Yes. What, Kelly?
What do
has it
trains
pulled
pull?
into the station?
Oh,
Typically cars.
yeah, typically cars.
So.
But what was in that car? Legion. So Legion 1 was renewed for season 2. A season 2. But for season 2, which is really amazing. And Noah Hawley will continue as the creator.
Showrunner.
Yes, as the creative director and executive producer for Legion. And it should be out in 2018. Episode 7 will reveal the big bad. And that will be this week. And I don't know if you guys have watched all the rest up to it.
I'm up through episode 5, but pretty early on, I was like, I know who the big bad is.
Yeah, I think we all had that conversation a while ago. Yeah. Or it's like, there can only be like 2 or 3 villains.
Well, right now, like in the last episode, we found out that Lenny...
Spoiler alert.
Lenny is a little bit of a bad. I'm not going to try and spoil it too much, but I think Aubrey Plaza is in the show running for the best Marvel villain ever, personally, because oh my goodness,
I just want to see her and Tom Hiddleston team up for something.
Oh my goodness, that would be great.
I just like Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah,
she's pretty great.
There would be so much snark with like a Plaza Hiddleston, Pliddleston.
Can they be a couple?
No.
Oh.
Tom Hiddleston needs to start dating weird teenage-looking people.
Aubrey Plaza is a weird teenage-looking person.
I said he needs to not date any more weird teenage. After the whole Taylor Swift, Swiffleston or whatever that was called.
Fake. That was fake. I do not believe that a grown man with any self-respect would wear a shirt that says I Heart TS.
Maybe he just wanted an album written about himself.
Maybe.
That's the quickest way to get an album written about yourself, date Taylor Swift.
Maybe he was hoping that her new album would coincide with Thor Ragnarok, and then that's
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
I was like, what is this word I see in my head? Oh my god.
Definitely not.
It wasn't Ragnarok. But
Renagor.
Moving on.
Now I have to write a story.
Thor Renagor. That sounds like a Hammer Films release right there.
Yes. Asylum.
Asylum.
It's the 90s TV, 80s and 90s TV movie Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our next TV item. Speaking of renewals, The Flash has been renewed for season 4, which will be out fall 2017, like most of our new season CW shows. And they have flat out stated that the villain of season 4 will not, I repeat, not be a speedster. Thank you, CW.
That we know of.
You should have
this could be a red herring.
You should have built up to a villain being a speedster. Just saying.
Oh, that's probably what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, well
but they've had like 4 already.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Every main villain has been a speedster, and it's always been the new guy.
Yeah, and so now they have a new guy who's not a speedster yet.
Exactly.
It's going to be Godspeed.
Godspeed or Godzilla?
No.
Huh.
Now I'm just imagining like a kaiju tapping into the Speed Force.
That would be horrifying.
And, okay. Speaking of other things that may be brilliant. Thor Ragnarok.
No, Thor Renagor. So yeah.
Sorry.
Censor ourselves.
I have to make fun of myself because that was...
We'll do a lot of that.
And also, next week we get the Flash Supergirl musical crossover. That
was needed.
Yes. Well, I mean, they have like...
Who's the villain?
Music Master.
Is he Neil Patrick Harris?
No, it's not. Yeah, but I mean, they've got Melissa, they've got Grant, they've got Victor Garber, who did get to show off his chops in Legends.
But honestly, look, just because you have half of the last season of Glee in your cast does not mean that you should make a musical.
Yeah, but you've also got Victor Garber, who's really good, like Jesse L. Williams using Rent. Like, we've got a lot of actually really good, classically Broadway trained singers.
But that doesn't relate to any reason why there needs to be a musical episode.
Well, they're dealing with the supervillain Music Master, who kind of makes that happen.
He is the master of music. It's in his name.
Yeah.
So, musical. And also, it's something the fans have been wanting for, like, since they brought...
Because why?
Because of Glee.
I've actually never watched Glee.
I watched
You were
the first
lucky.
season, and then it got ridiculous.
It was kind of past my... past my time.
You can't say that if I watched it.
No, I can say it. I grew out of Glee. Or whatever that was.
Yeah, whatever that was.
Yes,
Yes.
ages ago.
Okay. What do you got for us?
Uh,
What's in your cart?
What's in my cart? I got a whole lot of this. And by this, I mean Iron Fist.
Yay!
Yes, not the pins. No, it's
Okay,
fist.
I thought you were going to stab me with a pin. I was like, I wasn't aware that we were...
Oh my Washington. Anyway, back to Iron Fist. So spoilers, just for all you people out there. We're going to, of course, be talking about Iron Fist. We, of course, did a reaction video that you can check later on the channel. That'll
You
be out
definitely
soon.
should, because...
It was fun.
It was
and
fun.
funny. You will enjoy it. But yeah, so far, I like it. There are some things that I don't like about it. There are things that I like about it. Like, I actually, contrary to you guys, I like Danny being a freaking weirdo.
I mean, this is my thing, is it's almost like it's really hard to explain, but basically it's like his little hurt puppy thing does not really work well with the other characters. Because it's almost like it's like, you kick him. Oh, but I still just want to hug. Kick him. I just, it's like, no, dude.
He gets
this
better
doesn't
about
work.
that into the later. I think I'm probably the farthest into the series of everybody.
Yeah, because I'm only halfway through 4. I don't know
Yeah.
where you are.
I just started episode 9,
Okay.
so I'm not.
Oh, so you're really deep into it.
Yeah,
I'm
did you
deep in
finish
there.
it?
Not
Okay.
yet.
What
Yeah.
episode are you on?
I won't tell you.
Yes,
But
I
all I
finished
have to say is,
He
ain't
didn't
nobody
finish episode 1.
dope as me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. Anywho, but yeah, as far as choreography goes, from what I saw, I'm mixed.
It gets
some
better.
is good, some is bad.
Yeah,
it gets better.
I wasn't happy with there's a lot of times where you can tell the actors and the stuntmen are anticipating punches
Yeah,
that I didn't like.
that so far is my biggest pet peeve with the show is this Finn Jones looks like he's struggling to remember a lot of the fight choreography. So I feel like while I want, like, especially the character's supposed to be a martial arts master, like, I want these Bruce Lee, like, lightning quick, just like he steps in, the weird noises happen, and then there's just like 20 dudes just on the floor, and like you were just like, oh my god, it was, but it's really slow and methodical.
No.
Yeah, like basically.
I feel like my
old
Tai
Shaw
Chi
Brothers
instructor from
movies.
like college would have like yelled at him for terrible form, and like every time he's doing Tai Chi.
I really like Colleen Wing. I really like her story so far. Like I said, I'm only halfway through season 4, so I'm right there
Episode
at her
4.
Episode 4. I call it series 4.
You keep saying season. Anyway.
Yeah, it's
Season.
'cause
Anyway,
Your Doctor Who is catching up to you.
it's
Yeah.
catching up to me. But episode 4, with Colleen Wing, like I'm up to right at her second fight. So I really like her.
Her fight scenes are way better than Finn Jones' fight scenes.
Oh yeah, no.
There's one where they switch to like a top-down view. I'm going to try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. It's when they decide to start going after the big bad of the series. So they leave New York to go to an undisclosed location, and there's an individual guarding the door who is a drunken master. So it is. I mean, he's straight up. He has the pot, and he's, he integrates it into his fighting. And there's a couple of really good shots that are top down, specifically so you can't see Finn Jones's face. So I'm like, willing to wager money. It's just a stunt dude in a weird,
Wait,
Poofy.
Justin Timberlake ramen noodle hair poofy wig. But that's so far the best fight in the series, and
Alright.
it really showcases like a difference between like Danny's sort of like five form kung fu style versus the drunken Shaolin
Yeah.
style.
Well, I do want to like talk about too. I really like Ward Meacham. I really like his character. I think it's a really interesting
You have a completely different opinion.
complex character.
I'm further in the story, so I know why he behaves the way he does.
Exactly. And so, well, you get those, like, to me, like, with him warning Danny in the elevator after meeting Big Bad, and I was about to, like, spoil things. So sorry,
who do you
guys.
think the big bad is?
I'm just saying, I'm saying the Big Bad as in a baddie.
Then you can just whisper in my ear. I want to hear who you think the big bad is.
Oh, I mean, I know who the Big Bad is.
Who is it? Tell me.
It's the Asian lady.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Mother Crane.
Anyway, yeah. We all know this, but what I'm saying is I'm trying to hide a spoiler.
Whoa.
I'm trying to hide a spoiler,
Yeah,
but
she doesn't show up
essentially-
till.
I'm talking about, like, when Ward was warning Danny in the elevator, you know, hey, watch your back. I felt like that was a thing. Like, he does actually genuinely care about Danny now that he, like, believes that it is Danny. Because at first I don't think he knew instinctively.
Even though he knew, like, parts of their backstory and all of that stuff and things that only Danny would know.
Yeah, well, because it's Ward and he's a dick. He's a dick, but I feel like, because you just get the sense of he doesn't want to be in the role he's in at the moment. And so he's like, he has to play this game a certain way, but he doesn't really want to. And I find that really interesting and really cool. He isn't your normal, typical
Villain.
Well, he's not a villain. I mean, to me, he plays off a lot like Harry Osborn, in a sense of that tortured soul that wants to be, maybe not necessarily, like, he's not like Harry and, like, he wants to be good, but he just wants to be left alone.
Ward.
Like Hulk?
Yeah, like, well,
Except Ward is not the strictest. Ward is a very bad day coming up in a couple of episodes. that kind of explains some of his behavior. I really like Harold. Like, I really thought he was going to be...
You know who
because he's evil.
I really don't like
Just
Joey.
wait.
Oh, no, I think Joy's going to be the evilest one of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey sucks.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of, like, people that are going to do stuff that's going to come across as evil because they don't know what's really going on. Like, Joy is the most out of the loop in the bit, and then Ward...
That we know of.
So far. And then,
So far.
like, Harold really knows what's going on. He's only brought Ward into a little bit of stuff, and then this causes Ward to have some very bad days. And then Joy is completely out on the outside. So, like, Harold is like, I still feel like something fishy's going on, but he's coming across as less evil. But I still think he's trying to exploit
Does
Danny.
Harold know how to fight?
He's shown taking some boxing, like some mixed martial arts lessons.
I was
Really just
wondering 'cause
everyone-
he seems kind of like Geese Howard. Anyway.
Everyone in the Marvel universe knows MMA.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody. It's just a thing.
You learn it just for being a New York City resident.
I mean, if I lived in a city and then
I
aliens
wish
started...
Big Al knew it. Let's all have a moment of silence.
Yeah, for Big Al.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say I learned a lot more about hobo magic than I ever thought I would.
From Big Al.
From Big Al.
Yeah.
So if you ever get free shoes, pee in them.
It's true, I've done it once.
Oh yeah. So there is parts that I watched where, speaking of shoes, that I'm very, very happy that Danny Rand has some very nice bright white kicks, because that first episode he is not wearing shoes at all walking through New
Well, he
York
got
City.
them
No,
later.
it's not right. It's not right.
Maybe his,
No one
his
thought to
feet
give
are
him.
strong.
No one thought to give him shoes until like halfway, like almost to the end of episode 1.
I mean, they offered him shoes, he just didn't want to wear them.
Yeah, because he doesn't need them.
No,
His
no
feet
one
strong.
offered him shoes until Colleen Wing was like, "Take these shoes."
And he was like, thank you.
Yeah.
After I challenge you to your
Multiple
Yes.
people mentioned you can get shoes at the shelter. He just was like,
But they didn't hand him shoes.
well, because there weren't shoes in the room for them to hand him, but they told him where he could acquire shoes.
They could have
Yes.
bought him shoes. They could have gone on Amazon
would-
Prime now and ordered him some shoes.
Honestly, it's New
Would you
York.
buy Danny shoes?
Yes.
If he just walked up to you like the weirdo he is, like, oh yes, and Buddha shall bless thee, and da 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 da. You
Okay.
would probably walk
I was
away
in
like,
New York.
Why?
I would give him maybe some money for food, but more than likely, I actually probably would have bought him shoes, because that's.
I don't
just
know. I was in New
disgusting.
York a couple of weeks ago. Like, you just don't make eye contact with the weird people that approach you on the street. But you probably, I mean, they could have just gone to the street corner to buy shoes. It was cold when I was up there, so everybody on the corner was selling scarves and hats.
See? They could have at least bought him a scarf and wrapped his, like, bought 2 scarves, wrapped his feet up in it. I don't care. He just needed something on his feet.
I wonder will they delve into Iron Fist's other superpowers that no one talks about.
I mean, he's kind of had that whole, like, calm animals thing.
Yeah, he did.
That
going on.
Beastmaster stuff that he's been doing.
He was so mean to that dog. He should have just taken it out of the house.
He was nice to the dog. He
just
said,
put him in-
he closed the door. That's all he did.
I feel like Joy abuses the dog. I don't know why. There's nothing for me to establish this. I just feel
There's
like
no implication of that
I
whatsoever.
just feel like Iron Fist needs a dog sidekick, and it should be that dog.
And that's your final answer?
Not really.
Okay.
I always vote Ocelot for animal sidekick.
Ocelots.
Always
Ocelots
Ocelots.
are great.
Only
Or
if
if
they
he
have
is-
revolvers
Or if he is going to be the Beastmaster, he needs some ferrets and a bird.
and a tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, and a tiger.
Tiger.
But anyway, so final thoughts.
I definitely am going to finish the series. I actually generally like it. I don't have as many issues as everybody else seems to have with the pacing and everything. It's just, there are problems. It is no Daredevil or Jessica Jones, but I do think that it is a good, it's a solid series, and I think it's a good lead-in for the Defenders.
Okay.
I just want to see Finn Jones in the super wide, like, V-neck with the wide lapels at some point before the series wraps.
Yeah. Personally, I enjoy the show from what I've seen of it so far. I'm going to continue to give it a watch. And also, where can we catch you guys?
I am on Instagram at KMcDaniel28 and Twitter at GirlFridayCause.
I am on Twitter at Mutant Biscuit.
And you can always catch me at Zonga Audio on Twitter. And please, remember to like, share, subscribe. And if you have questions, concerns, or just want to email us to say hey, you can always email us at 0mile@terminusmedia.com. And this is Zonga Fielding, signing out.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.